Hi folks, welcome to the GCSE English presentation for East Sussex College Group Eastbourne. My name is Laura Merceron and I'll be talking you through this presentation with my colleague Barbarina Wild. Barbarina Jo and myself will teach those students who achieved a 3 in their GCSE, and Lucy and Ben will teach those who achieved less than a 3.
We've got lots of in-class and online resources, such as Google Classroom, using a code like this one. You will be given a book of texts when you start the course, and we will use these in class. You will also use them for self-study and flipped learning. There are lots of online resources that you can use. We use the Edexcel course, so you can go on to BBC Bitesize and check out the Edexcel course there. We also use a very good and interesting site called commonlit.org. Each teacher will have their own Google Classroom, and we have also set up a specific classroom for Year 11s.
These steps represent the steps that you have to take to reach your chosen career. A grade 4 in GCSE English language is just one of these steps. If you achieved a 3 in your language exam but a 4 in literature at school, you may be able to be excused from taking the course. However, your vocational course here at college might need it as a requirement. We'll just sort it out when you get here.
What will you study? Well, the course is for 1 year and it reviews and builds on the skills and abilities that you've already gained at school. We follow the Edexcel syllabus, but this will not disadvantage you. You may have been doing AQA or another course, but they all use the same skills. For example, in paper 1, we do 19th century fiction and imaginative writing, which you might call creative writing. And in paper 2, 20th and 21st century non-fiction and transactional writing, which includes things like speeches, letters, or information guides, anything that's a transaction between you and someone else. You'll also need to complete your speaking and listening if you didn't do it already at school. It's really important to pass the speaking and listening, because if you don't pass it, you can't take the exam. So it's a really important part of the examination, but you will be supported to do this successfully.
This is a slide of our office during one of the holiday periods, and it's here to show you that we're ordinary people. Our classrooms don't look like this, but we do our best to make them friendly, welcoming spaces.
What can you do after your course? Completion of the English GCSE will provide you with the necessary skills to progress onto your chosen pathway. Many courses require good analytical and evaluative skills, which you will learn when you're doing your GCSE English course. It's a prerequisite for most of university courses and employment routes. Whether you want to graduate from university or become the next world champion beauty therapist, English will help you.
Well, what's unique about our course? We work closely with support staff to get you the help you need to pass exams. And to be fair, that's what it's all about. You may not read well on white paper. Your writing might be slow or illegible. After you've been assessed by our support staff and fallen into prescribed categories, we can offer you solutions to these ways of working. Books that you receive could be on a different colour paper, or you could work on a computer in class and in the exam. Our classes are usually quite small, so we can help you on an individual basis.
One of the nice things about being a teacher is hearing about student successes. This is what Shazida Sadiqa told me about her experience here at the Eastbourne campus. I joined the college in September 2018. I had passed some GCSEs at school, but I still needed to get my English language and maths. I think the main barriers at school that stopped me passing the GCSEs then were that there were too many topics. I found it stressful and overwhelming. Coming back into the GCSE classes made me feel a bit anxious and nervous. But I was surprised, actually. It was much more relaxed and calm than at school. I felt really supported at the college, and it was great fun sometimes. Some of the things that made English easier were that it seemed shorter somehow and more to the point. We used acronyms like AForest, PECS, and PALTS that really helped. We got to know the papers really well. And for me, I had to practice timing, and that really helped me. I asked Yazida what she would say to 16 to 18-year-olds who were thinking of coming into the college to do the English language GCSE again. And she said, try not to put too much pressure on yourself. You can go at your own speed. I didn't pass the first time, but I did improve, and that's the important thing. And then, after working hard, I did actually pass. I got a grade 6 in the end, which was amazing. It was better than I thought I would get. Getting my English GCSE will open doors for me. I have one more year on my course here, and then I want to apply for university.
Are there any additional costs? Well, you need to ensure that you've got a pen and a highlighter in all lessons and a ruler in some. We'll give you a book of text which you'll annotate, analyse and evaluate. You can use this for revision when you've worked on it. You can also buy this guided revision workbook. It's not expensive, it's about £5 from WH Smith and other retailers. You don't need it, but sometimes it's easier to hear from a different voice.
Plans for September 2020. Particularly in these times, we've aimed to have a combined course of in-class learning and online guided practice and teaching. You will be required to complete a lot of flipped learning, whether that is reading a short text before class or looking at a short video. It's really important that you do the work that we set because it will make it easier for you in class so that you will be able to keep up with the course. We will be doing a lot of regular short assessments and even full exam mocks on regular occasions. When you arrive in September, you will be asked to do an initial assessment, and this will be in the form of a story.
This completes our GCSE English presentation. We look forward to seeing you in September if you need us. Bye.